What do you think of AI technology as? Like, what do you see it as?
I see it as kind of a natural progression in terms of what technology can do. I think there's also a bit of concern whether or not how far it can go,
Mhm.
especially with like I remember seeing all the stuff with the robot dogs and like now the stuff with AI art. Yeah, basically I see it just kind of like just how far technology has progressed. I do see some people's concerns with it. I also see how people are impressed by it and think we can do more with it. I just think there needs to be a limit on what exactly we can do with it.
Okay. Have you used any of these AI-based generators like Midjourney or ChatGPT?
Not really. I remember like when like on Twitter like the I can't remember what it's called was basically you type like the first example you type in a prompt and just a random thing pops up. I just messed around a little bit with that. But I've never really gone anything beyond yet. I don't really use that many AI art stuff.
And you don't use any of the like AI text stuff either.
No.
Okay. Are you worried about AI potentially affecting your future careers?
I can see how it could affect stuff because all the stuff on Twitter, like people like even here at Florida State University, like Ronald Groff, our audio instructor, he's shown concern about how AI can affect his job. But yeah, so basically in terms of like the video and like especially audio with like the text with like the voice stuff that I've seen come up, I can definitely see how people would be concerned. But yeah, I definitely see people concerns. Me personally, I'm not super concerned because there's still I would say there's still a lot to be improved in a lot of ways. Now, once again, I think there should be a limit on what we do with that. I don't want it to completely replace people's jobs, which at this point I doubt it will. But yeah, I can definitely see people's concerns there.
Okay. So you kind of already mentioned it, but what about other people's jobs? You brought up your professors. Any other ones you could think of?
Well, I so on Twitter, I know quite a bit of artists do commissions and stuff, and I've seen a lot of people be really concerned and honestly be really annoyed by this AI art thing. And to an extent, I can see their concerns because like art theft is a very big deal in terms of that sphere, and unfortunately, there's been a lot of cases where AI art has been used to copy or steal people's work without their consent. So in that regard, I can 100% see what their issue with it is.
Okay. Are there any applications of AI-based technology that you would like to see?
That is a good question. I'm trying to think here. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Um, Honestly, I think what we've been doing with the art stuff and like the tech stuff. I mean, that's pretty interesting, and it's interesting to see how far it's come. But honestly, I don't really know if there's any other applications that it should be used for.
So I guess some examples I would throw out is in the sphere of video, because that's something that people are
Mhm.
testing right now.
Mhm.
Audio, AI made music,
Mhm.
stuff like that. Do you
Yeah, but
think?
I guess there is this sort of thing with like voice acting now
Mhm.
because James Earl Jones, famous like for many things, but is the voice of Darth Vader, and in multiple Star Wars projects. He has stepped down from the role as Darth Vader, but Disney will continue to use his voice with just AI technology.
Mhm.
Same with actor Val Kilmer. Things like Tombstone and Top Gun. He has suffered from throat cancer, and basically his voice is just kind of gone at this point. So I'm pretty sure in actually Top Gun Maverick they use like AI generated like voice stuff to actually replicate his voice in the movie. So I think that's interesting, and I would say that is a decent way to keep like an actor's career going. At the same time, especially when it comes to Disney, I just think they see that as a marketing and a way to milk more money. So that is like even though as cool as that is, it is still definitely concerning, especially when it comes to Disney.
Right. And you talking about Disney reminded me about the whole deep fake.
Oh God, do not even get me started. That
Yeah.
I once again I understand people's concerns with AI art. I understand people's really interested in it and see where it can go. Deep fakes should be against the law in my opinion. That is straight up just like first of all, it's invasion of privacy. It's identity theft in a lot of ways, and it's just generally not something people should be doing. It's disgusting in my opinion.
All right. Well, that's all I got. So.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.